Welcome to A Double
Double
and Dice
with your host Kim.
and Jocelyn.
Pour your favorite beverage
Pull up a comfy chair.
because we are ready to roll.
Welcome to episode 143 of A Double and Dice. And today, Jocelyn and I are taking a break from talking board games, and we're going to do a social talk today.
Yeah, we're just going to chat.
We're just going to chat.
It's been a while since we did a just chatting.
Just chatting. I'm sure we'll have a train wreck in there somewhere.
Maybe not.
What's an episode without one?
I don't know. That last episode was a bit of a debacle.
We got one response, which we'll get. Unless you want to start with that.
We'll start with that.
Bag? Yeah, let's start the dice bag.
Start with the dice bag.
We did get one feedback.
We did. We heard from Collector Rob. Collector Rob said, I finally caved. And then in parentheses, he said, I have a voucher I had to use, and sent a picture of the Teen Titans Go and Scooby-Doo HeroClix miniatures game. And what this is for a while, HeroClix was launching these sort of fancier, basically starter packs. So this was from a set that's a couple years old. It's got Scooby-Doo and Teen Titans figures in it. It came along with the Batman team-up set. And it's basically like an introduction to HeroClix. The figures are compatible and can be played in a regular HeroClix game, but they can also be played in the game, the miniatures game itself. And there's like scenarios, and there's, all the things you need to get started in HeroClix. It's a really nice box set. This particular one also includes mystery cards, which is a new mechanic that they introduced in that set. So that's pretty cool. So he finally caved and he bought it. So I tagged Rob and said, I think this means we have been summoned. Rob L, not Collector Rob. And Collector Rob did say it might be easier to be taught how to play, and sent a smiley face. So I think we're going to be coordinating some learn to plays for Collector Rob.
Is it? Does it come with like a map and everything?
Yeah. So the map in these is actually it's like a thicker cardboard, and it fits together like puzzle pieces.
It's almost like a board game almost.
It's almost like a board game. Yeah. So the figures all have advanced and basic dials because it's a starter set. So you can start with sort of the basic dials and then move up to the advanced dials. Teaches you basically how to play. It's got what we call the starter rule book, or the core rule book. It's not the greatest rule book, but it gets you off the ground. And it comes with like action tokens and terrain markers and all of the things.
Is it all the characters in there? All the Teen Titan Go characters they released? Like the
there's it's the basic ones. So there are 3, 6, 9. There's 10 figures in there.
3, 6, 9. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you get Fred and Shaggy and Velma and Daphne and Scooby, and then you get Robin. I think you get a Raven. You get a Starfire. Beast and Boy. Cyborg. Yeah. So yeah, and they're in the Teen Titans theme, visual art style. That's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, this was a fun, weird set. The Teen Titans Go, the Batman team up. So Batman teamed up with Teen Titans Go and Scooby-Doo. It was a fun, weird, crazy set with all kinds of craziness in it. Lots of cool things that came out of it. And it's a fun one. It's a good one to get started with.
Do you own this one?
Of course. Like I said, it came with the mystery cards, and the mystery cards, some of the mystery cards were only available in that box set. So if you didn't buy it, then you didn't have them. So
cool. And I guess the tokens are cool too, I guess.
Yeah, the tokens and the terrain and stuff are nice.
Did they come with dice?
Yep, comes with dice.
Yeah, that's probably cool too.
Batman team up dice. I think they were black and purple.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure.
I gotta see the picture of these.
It might actually, can you see them? Oh, I don't think you can see them in the picture of the box.
No. I'll have to look it up.
I'm checking. No. Yeah, they should be black and purple. So.
Teen
You're looking it up right now.
Yeah. go. Scooby Doo clicks.
Miniatures game.
Teen Titans. Oh no, not clicks with a K. Clicks.
No,
I have to
not
do the
clicks
whole
with a
thing.
K.
Hero clicks. Hero. Okay, I spelled Titans wrong. Any picture show the dice.
I'm pretty sure they're black with purple on them.
No picture shows the dice. What's going on here?
I will go
Maybe
look later.
Mr. Fancy Do will probably have it in his video. Scott Porter.
He didn't open that.
Really? I see a video showing it.
He would have seen the Batman team up, but I don't think he opened the box.
Okay, I'm looking at a video. I'm clicking the video.
You were really into this. What the dice look
Amazon
like.
video, and it is Mr. Scott Porter, and he has it to his right.
Yeah, they're black and purple.
Yeah, I guess he didn't open it. He just
showed it.
Figures it. Yeah.
So I'm looking at on the WizKids store, and on one of the pictures you can see the dice, and they're black and purple.
$52 on Amazon. That seems expensive, or does that?
That's come down in price. Yeah, on the WizKids store, it's listed at $70 right now.
And usually Amazon's either cheaper or expensive, so
yeah,
be in between that.
Yeah, and I think that we paid like around 70 Canadian for it.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Well, that's that. We talked board game. All right.
There we go. We did. So yeah. So what else is going on, Kim?
Nothing much.
Summer vacation is here.
Yes, summer has started and no school for the next 2 months.
So do you work in the summer, Kim, or no? Because you're primarily working at the school right now.
Yeah, I primarily work for the school. So whatever the school's off, I'm off. So I do have a summer break, I guess you can say.
Nice.
But I don't do anything during the summer. I do not work. So like other things, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure you do lots of things, but you don't do like work-related things.
No. I don't get paid for 2 months.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I don't get paid for 2 months, but it's fine. I mean, at least I'm like home with Noah. Even though we do pawn him off to some camps.
Yeah, what camps is he doing this year?
He does 3 usually.
Yeah.
So he's doing one coming up is called Summer Fun. Mm-hmm. So I guess they go like outside, they play sports, they go to the pool, things like that. Another one he's doing Eco Science.
Fun.
Yeah, I guess they learn sciencey things. And the other one I think is Minecraft.
Cool.
Yeah. So he'll probably do those 2 in July, 1 in August. And then we go away in August for a week. And then, yeah. And then summer will be done.
And then summer will be done. You'll be back at school before you know it.
Right.
You want to know something?
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I honestly think they should be in school through the summer. I think they should just get 2 weeks off in July, 2 weeks off in August, but that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it would be better for parents to have trouble getting camps and stuff.
Well, you have to put them, like, if they can't stay home, they'll be in camps throughout the whole summer, right?
That's what my sister does with her kids. Mm-hmm. Because both her and my brother-in-law work, so the kids go in. Well, my niece is still in daycare. She starts junior kindergarten in September. Mm-hmm. So I think she's in daycare for the summer, except for the weeks where daycare is closed because they're going on vacation. But then she puts my nephew in camps for most of the summer. So this week he's in pedal heads.
Is that like bikes?
It's learn how to ride a bike.
Okay.
He's also doing a zoo camp. I don't know what else he is, but he's in camp almost all summer. Yeah. He loves zoo camp though.
Oh, that's good. I mean, if they enjoy going to camp, I think you're okay. But if you have to drag them to go because you have to, then I feel something will feel bad for them. But
she tries to coordinate the camps with some of his cousins and friends so that he's not there by himself.
Oh, okay.
So he knows people. Like I think in zoo camp, he's in zoo camp at the same week as somebody else is and things like that. So yeah, but right away, like his first day of pedal heads, learning how to ride a bike, he was already off of training wheels.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and he's 6.
Yeah. Noah doesn't like to ride bikes.
6? Is he 6 or is he 7? Now I'm
He's going to grade
questioning myself.
1.
He's going into grade 1 in
Then
September.
he's
6.
Well, it depends when his birthday is.
May.
So he's
7.
6.
6?
6 for grade 1. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I don't know why I was thinking he was 7. He's so tall. That's why. Anyway, so yeah, so he's in camp and that's what he's doing. So he's playing t-ball too.
T-ball camp?
I don't know if there's a t-ball camp, but he's doing t-ball like weekly.
Yeah.
So like a league. That's the word I'm looking for. So he does t-ball on Tuesdays. So Tuesday nights from 7 to 8. They all play together, and it's not really like play yet. They're just kind of like everybody hits off the tee, and then everybody runs all the bases, right?
Yep.
They don't really even learn the rules yet. So, but he loves it. Like absolutely loves it. He gets there, he runs out there, he talks to his coach, whatever. We go almost every week to hang out and socialize with my sister and my brother-in-law and whoever else is hanging out. So it's a nice hour Tuesday nights. I look forward to it. Because then my niece is there too, and she's not playing because she's only 4. She'll be 5 this month. And she she's running around and she's playing and she's making jokes and, she's pretty adorable. So we get Penelope time. We get to watch Nathan play baseball. It's great.
When Nathan moves up in the ranks off of T-ball, we have a practically brand new spanking helmet, bat, bag, shoes, cleats, but because Noah played 1 game and then that was it.
Oh no, you should sell it. Nathan,
I would probably put it up.
Yeah, Nathan's got all of his own stuff because my brother-in-law works for a retailer that does sportswear.
Mm-hmm.
So he has all brand new everything. And like you see him and he's out there and he looks like a mini version of a real baseball player because he's like got his glove on his hip and his batting gloves in his back pocket, right? Like all of the things.
But doesn't wear it?
No, he wears them. He didn't wear them this week. It was really hot this week. We went from like winter to summer with nothing in between pretty much.
Yeah, it's gross when it's...
Yeah, last week they skipped t-ball because it was so hot. Remember how hot it was last week? It was gross. Monday, it was disgusting.
Tuesday. Feels like 45.
Yeah, exactly. It was too hot, so they skipped. This week it was hot, but it wasn't miserable. So,
telling you we're going to have a gross summer because of all this. Gross.
I mean, I like the heat to a degree, and I don't want to be complaining after how bad the winter was, but I like it to ramp up. It's when you go from like wearing a winter coat to wearing shorts and sweating your life away with nothing in between, it feels very drastic. When you get that gradual warm up in the middle, then it doesn't feel as bad. So.
Or when it goes from like then to hot, and then the next days you're like, oh my gosh, I probably should have wore pants in the morning because it was freezing cold with that wind. And you're wearing shorts and freezing.
Even today was weird because I left the house this morning for work and I was wearing linen pants and a linen shirt and it was fine. It was very comfortable. And when I came home this afternoon, it was still like it was warm, but I was very comfortable. And then I finished up my workday and I was getting ready to go to HeroClix. And I was like, it is way too hot. Like, I don't even think that I can wear pants right now. Like, I need like a tank top and shorts. Like, it was really warm. It just got really humid, like late afternoon for some reason. So.
Yeah, I just hide in the house.
I love to be outside if I can. But when I work from home, I often work on my deck in the backyard because it's really pretty out there. And I have that nice little gazebo and I sit there and I just run a power cord for my computer from the cabin, the little house on the back of my house, which is all furnished now, Kim.
Oh, yeah? You finally got it fixed up?
Yeah. So whenever we finally get our board game day organized, because we had to reschedule, we can actually play in the cabin if we want.
Is it air conditioned in the cabin?
No. There's windows, though.
Then it can't be a hot day. It has to be a breezy day.
It'll depend on the day. The only thing I need to get still is lamps.
Okay.
So I'm going to go thrifting for lamps. But I got a really good deal on a outdoor like conversation set for like just sitting and hanging out. So I bought that. And then I ordered a table and chairs for gaming. But I was looking at like outdoor furniture, but most outdoor furniture is either glass tables or it has slats. So there's like gaps, right? And whenever you're playing a board game, you don't really want to have like gaps. You don't want things to like fall through the table, right? So
Right.
I got a solid table, but it's like it's an indoor outdoor table, so it can work outside. And anyway, so yeah, we're pretty good. And then I'm all ready for the winter too, because I got a deal on a electric fireplace for out there.
Mm.
So this year I will be able to use that in the winter as well, because it's an electric fireplace heater.
Yeah, now's the time to buy winter stuff.
Yeah, it was on
I
sale.
bought a winter jacket.
Did you?
Yeah, I went to. Okay, so I don't have like a decent rain jacket. Okay.
Right.
So the one I use for work, they gave it to me, and it's like just picture like bright yellow, long, long sleeves and
Mm-hmm.
long. Uh I'm like 5'4", so it goes about just below my knee. That's how long it is. Bright yellow, and it's like rubber.
Yep.
And it in the hot weather when it rains, it's brutal. So I have to go. I'm like, I was gonna go find a decent like rain jacket when I don't want to put that clunker on, right? So I went to Columbia. I found one, and then I was like, ooh, the clearance section. Ooh, there's a winter jacket. I'm like, I'm gonna get a winter jacket. Well, I'm like, why not? It's so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh yeah, okay. Then I'm trying to think because I have my winter jacket that I go out with, and then I have my winter jacket that I work with. Because being outside, it just gets ruined by the weather, right?
Yeah, totally.
So I'm like, I don't mind ruining this one because it was so cheap. So and I needed a new one because the other one was like, the weather just killed it. So I was like, yeah, you know what? For this amount of price, I can do it. So I bought a winter jacket. I felt weird buying a winter jacket in the summertime, but whatever.
Yeah.
It was cheap. It was worth it.
Nice.
Yeah, but I did get my rain jacket, and then I went out to ball yesterday, even though I'm not playing, and it rained. So and I didn't have it. The forecast didn't say it was going to rain,
Yeah, it stormed last night.
and it poured on us, which we had to stop the game in between, go get like under there's a gazebo there, stand underneath it, waited like 10 minutes, it went and it finished, and it was done.
Yeah.
And then they went back to playing. So
Yeah, I remember hearing it. I had like the worst migraine yesterday. I went out for work in the morning with a bit of a headache. I'm like, oh, I think I can get through this. And then, partway through my day, I was like, yeah, this is not happening. So I left early from my store visit and got myself home. I was about an hour away. So it took me a bit to get home. And I just went straight to bed. And I was just basically in bed from like 4 o'clock yesterday until like 7:30 this morning. But I heard the rain and because there was thunder here.
yes, there was thunder,
So there was thunder
rain, and lightning.
Yeah, I couldn't see that because my windows were closed because I was trying to sleep my migraine off. But I heard the thunder, and so that woke me up a little bit. And then I did end up going out after it stopped raining. I went out for a short walk just to get some fresh air because sometimes when I sleep too much because of a migraine, then I end up not sleeping in the night. And then that just makes it worse the next day. So I was like, I'm going to get up and move around a little bit to see if I can, wear myself out a bit so that I can sleep better. So it worked. I went for a short walk around the neighborhood. I walked very slow with my sunglasses on because it was very bright.
Yeah, the sun came out after. But it we can't play in lightning.
No.
So it didn't lightning until after the game was done, which was good.
Oh, good.
So, yeah. We just saw the lightning and we're like, still drinking our, parking lot beers. The beer league. Actually, no, we're not really a beer league. Very competitive league, but people hang out after and before.
Yeah.
So, but yes, people don't know I ruined my foot, and I was very, very mad that I couldn't play yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man.
Well, you got to take care of yourself so you can play again later.
Yeah. Yeah. So week by week, we'll see. I can walk now, but I don't think I could put pressure on it yet. So
No, you got to take your time. You should just be the scorekeep.
yeah, I am the scorekeep. Usually I am anyways during the games. I'm the scorekeep, but I'm permanent scorekeep, and I'm like third base coach. So
Did I tell you my scorekeeping story?
About baseball
Mm-hmm.
at Nathan's game?
No.
Oh no, never
So
told me.
growing up, my dad played a lot of sports. He played hockey and he played baseball. So he played slow pitch. And it was just a bunch of guys that would get together. I want to say it was usually Sunday nights they played. Anyway, so growing up, I was not really into baseball, and it's fine. Like, it's fine as a sport. I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite. But anyway, in order, when we were younger, we had to go, right? We couldn't stay home by ourselves. So we all had to go down to the ball diamond. So in order to keep myself engaged and, involved, I learned how to scorekeep. So the league that my dad played in had an awards banquet at the end of the year. And one of the awards was for best scorekeeper.
Oh yeah.
So, and then my dad was like running the league, kind of. So all the score sheets would get dropped off because this was before the internet, literally before the internet.
We still use score sheets.
They would all get dropped off into my dad's mailbox, and then he would organize them and stuff. My mom would help out, whatever. So I would scorekeep while I was there, but I wanted to win the best scorekeeper award. So I would redo the sheets when I got home. So they were super neat and tidy and very legible and everything like that. So I won the
team, not for everybody.
No, just for his team.
Yeah.
So I score kept all of the games for all of the seasons that I was doing it. And I redid them all when I got home to make sure they were neat and tidy. And I always won the best scorekeeper award. So that was teenage Jocelyn.
Jocelyn with her ruler going through each line. First base, second base, home, color.
I don't think I had to use a ruler to do it. But when you're at the park, even on a clipboard, you can't be steady. Right? When you're drawing things, they get a little bit messy. They get a little bit whatever. Sometimes, I would mark something. When I first started, I'd mark something as a hit, and it was actually a foul. Not a foul. An error. Error is the word I'm looking for. So as I got better at it, I could do that. But the guys would always come over and no, that's not a hit. That's an error or whatever. And then I would correct it. And then when I would go home, I would redo the sheets and make sure they were correct.
I love to scorekeep. My scorekeep's clean. I've seen some people scorekeep that I had to when I spare for another team or something. Yeah. And they asked me just to score, and I look at it, I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, transparently, so I probably didn't need to redo my score sheets to still win because they were still probably some of the neatest score sheets that got turned in. But, I was a bit of a perfectionist. I'm sure that shocks you, Kim.
Oh, yeah. It's fun. I like to scorekeep.
I do enjoy scorekeeping. So I have a lot of knowledge of sports. I just don't really pay attention to any of them.
And you don't play any, so.
No, I mean, growing up, I played soccer. My sister played baseball. My dad played baseball. I can scorekeep baseball. I've lost a lot of my soccer knowledge. I don't really remember a lot of that. I didn't know football at all. Only recently have I learned anything about football. And then hockey. Hockey was a huge, huge sport growing up. So, when I'm watching the sports, it all comes back to me.
Yeah. It's
there. I can relate to it. I know what's going on. We were watching when my nephew had his birthday in May, the Leafs were still in the playoffs, the Toronto Maple Leafs. And his birthday party was on a night of the game. And I think it ended up being their last game because I think it was the game they were eliminated in. Anyway, so we were watching the first period with everybody at my sister's house. We ended up leaving on intermission, but I knew exactly what was going on. I could see the errors. I could see the icing. I'm like, where's the ref? Why wasn't that called? That was clearly a check. Like I knew exactly what was going on, right? Also, the Leafs were playing very badly that day. Very, very badly. It was bad. It was really bad. So anyway, but yeah, it all comes back to you, and it's fun. It's fun to watch sports in a group. I find I don't want to do it on my own. I don't really have any desire to do that.
Yeah, put it on and watch sports.
And I much prefer watching sports in person. Like I will happily go to a live hockey game. I will happily go to a live baseball game. I've been to football. I have no problem doing that. I find it more interesting when you're right there at the, at the pitch, the ice, the field, whatever you want to call it, depending on the sport, the diamond. So I would much rather be there.
On the pitch.
A pitch is cricket, I think, and possibly lacrosse. Or do they call lacrosse a field now?
I thought they call it a field.
They could
be wrong.
I think cricket is a pitch.
With like the little stick, right? That looks like a hockey stick, but it rounds at the top. That's lacrosse.
It has like a little
long one.
Lacrosse has like a little net.
What's the little one with the little stick?
Are you thinking cricket?
No.
You know cricket.
I know what cricket is, but this one's a little stick.
I think they call it a pitch in cricket, don't they? Is it a cricket pitch?
It's not lacrosse. Lacrosse is the one with the long thing with the little net in the at the top, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this one has a little stick. Oh my gosh. It's like a tip of my tongue and I can't remember.
Sport with little stick.
Not rugby. It doesn't have a stick.
Ringette.
Nope. Oh my gosh. How do I not remember this sport? Because I remember it because...
Hurling?
No. When I was in high school, they asked me to come out and play it to join the team. And I said no because the uniform those women wore, I was like, hell no.
Field hockey?
That's it. Field hockey. Yeah, they wore the shortest skirts.
I believe it.
And I was like, no.
My mom played field hockey growing up.
Yeah, that was unnecessary.
I stopped playing sports when I was 11. Yeah, I did soccer from the time I was like 4 or 5 until I was 11. And then I think I was 5 or 6 when I started dance classes, and I stuck those out until I was 11 or 12 as well. And then after that, I went into like piano and other stuff.
I think like grade 8, I did all the sports growing up till grade 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then grade 9, I only did basketball. And grade 10, I did archery.
Cool.
I think I did archery grade 10, 11, 12. And then nothing after that until I hit, my mid-20s? I started playing softball in the same league I play now.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I just don't really enjoy sports playing them. So that's why I don't play. I like yoga, but that's not really a sport.
It's an individual sport.
I mean, you could look at it that way. But I try to do yoga every day.
Speaking of sports, go Blue Jays, because we're tied for the first in our division.
It's only July, Kim.
I know, but it's beating the Yankees.
There's like 1,800 games left in the season.
No, there isn't. There's only 162 games in their season. 62? Yeah. Anyways, they're winning right now. So if we win, we could be first place if Tampa loses. But anyways, just want to say that because sports. We're talking about sports.
How many games?
162, I think it is.
In the Blue Jays season?
Or in anybody's season. 162, 182. I'm pretty sure it's 162. Live here, people.
I don't know. I don't even know where to find this.
How many games in a season?
That wasn't my question. I wasn't how many
Oh.
are left.
Oh. Okay, they started in March, I think.
But that would be
April, May,
preseason.
June, July. And they finish in September.
162 games.
Yes, in the season. So they're probably halfway.
Opening day is traditionally the first week of April. The World Series starts in October with the postseason. So,
They're probably halfway.
so April, May, June, July, August, September.
Yeah, they're halfway.
So they're a little more than halfway.
Yeah.
April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, so they're about
Maybe
halfway.
something games maybe left.
Yeah, like I said, several thousand.
Hey, we'll take it when we can, okay?
It's a little too early to be jumping on the bandwagon, Kim.
I'm not on the bandwagon. I've been a Blue Jays fan since 1990.
Yeah, so you were there for 93 and 94 when they won things.
Mm-hmm. I'm a baseball person.
I know
That is
you
my
are.
sport. That is what I play. That is what I watch. That's my sport. Second will be football, NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of dropped off the basketball. I used to watch them a lot, not anymore. Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it from time to time if there's a reason. If I'm if I'm out somewhere and it's on the TV, I'll watch it. Or if I'm, like this example of my sister having my nephew's birthday party when the Leafs are playing, so we watched it. But I just don't go out of my way for it.
NHL, I could care less. People already heard me say that.
I, would rather, first off, getting tickets to a Toronto Maple Leafs game is so
ridiculous.
expensive. It's just
And
way too
ridiculous
much
to get.
money. Yeah. Especially in playoffs, but even in a regular season, I would much rather go watch the Toronto Marlies, which is the farm team.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying so much harder. Or even like here locally, we have the Oshawa Generals, which is like, I don't know, AAA or something. One step above AAA.
AA or AAA, one of the two. She's checking it.
I'm curious. I think it's AAA. What level of hockey? It just says Ontario Hockey League. Anyway.
Yeah, so Ontario's like you're playing to get into. Like,
you're playing to get into
like draft
the farm teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could be drafted from there. Because usually you're drafted by the team and then they send you off to their farm team. So
yeah.
So yeah. It's the OHL, the Ontario Hockey League. Junior A.
So there's still bits to go.
Professional Ice Hockey League.
Well, I know Noah's not going to be a sports guy, so.
Yeah, he doesn't really seem to be, does he?
No, we've tried him. It's just not his thing. We've tried.
That's okay.
And we're like, all right, it's not his thing. He's enjoying Taekwondo right now, which is good.
That's good. My sister's putting the kids in Taekwondo next year.
Yeah.
They have they have this school pickup thing. Have you heard of this?
Yes, they come to Noah's school.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to pick them up at school and then they go to Taekwondo and then you pick them up from Taekwondo. So it's like after school care.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's sports. I don't think we ever would talk about sports on the podcast.
I don't think so.
We would
I don't
be
think
the
so at all.
funniest casters, sportscaster.
Yeah. What else is going on?
Oh my god. Movies. Let's talk movies. What have you anything recently you've watched?
Nope.
In the movie theater.
Nope. I haven't been. I don't even remember the last time I was at the movie theater, but we do have tickets for Fantastic Four.
Already. How can you even buy tickets already? That's crazy.
Because it's a Marvel movie, so they let you buy them in advance. So Fantastic Four comes out on July 25th, but you can start seeing it on July 24th at like 4:00 in the afternoon.
And you can already buy tickets. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought them yesterday. Yesterday? Yep.
I don't even know
before
what
my
times
headache
they're
got bad.
showing it yet.
Yeah, they do.
Wow, that must be fun, fancy theater.
No, if you go look on like the Cineplex app or whatever, it'll give you all of the showtimes.
That's crazy. How they know it already.
Yep. So we got our tickets for Fantastic Four. So we got that. We've been wanting to see the Phoenician Scheme, but that came out like a month ago, and already it's almost gone. That's the latest Wes Anderson film. So maybe this weekend we can try and squeeze it in, but it's only playing at one theater right now. It's playing downtown at the Varsity VIP Theater, which is down at Bay and Bloor, like right downtown Toronto. So we got to go all the way down there to see it.
So we're going to see Formula One.
Nice.
Day of this recording will be tomorrow. Dave's a big Formula One fan. He watches all the races every weekend.
Cool.
I could care less, but Noah can tell me things. I got him a Formula One jacket for
Nice
Father's Day, so it's like a nice simple jacket because he doesn't have like, you know how they have like what do you call it, like Red Bull or like
sponsors,
whatever, or anything like that. He doesn't really have a per se one, so I'm like, oh gosh, I need something generic. So right now he can't wear it. It's too hot.
No, it's way too hot.
But it's a nice fall thing. And he can wear it.
Cool.
I know they come to they only come to Canada once, and that's in Montreal. And they were there recently, actually. Like I'll watch it, but it's not like exciting for me.
Formula One's just a circle, right?
I think so. And those little
like an
cars.
oval.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
is it doesn't change? I don't know.
I think it's just like a standard. I don't know anything about car racing, but like when the racing comes to Toronto, it's like street racing. It's like a path. Whereas I think Formula One is just like an oval.
Yeah, what do they call that when they come to Toronto?
I can't think of the name of it.
Is it NASCAR? No.
I don't think so.
I forget the name. But they do come to Toronto, and they're very noisy down there.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it. And then eventually I'll see Jurassic World because...
I lied.
Oh.
Formula One does not race on oval tracks.
I didn't think so.
It used to.
Because they travel around the world, right? And then they go wherever that track is, I guess.
NASCAR is the one that goes on oval tracks.
And which is the one in Toronto?
I don't know. Toronto.
Racing.
Toronto's car racing. The Indy.
That's it. The Indy. It's probably...
Or the Grand Prix.
It's very expensive. I looked into the one last year because the one that falls on Montreal always somehow falls on Father's Day weekend.
Right.
So I looked into it and I was like, this is ridiculous. It's very expensive. I'm like, no. No.
Yeah, so the Indy is coming up July 18th to 20th.
Oh, that's soon.
Yeah, which means that traffic in Toronto will be worse than normal because they block off all the roads.
Yes, for their track.
Yep. Yep. So.
There you go. It's in July.
Mm-hmm. It feels early July. For some reason, I thought it was in August in past years, but maybe I'm wrong. But no, it makes more sense. It would have to be in July because in August they have the CNE, right? Yeah. Canadian National Exhibition, and
that's usually at the end of August, though.
It's mid to end.
Yeah, it's not on for very long, though.
I think it's on for almost a month, isn't it?
I'll tell you a story about that one. CNE. It's so ghetto.
Let's go to the XO.
It is so ghetto. I used to go a lot when I was younger. My mom
2 weeks.
loved going, and I was like, "This is so ghetto." So I went. I was recently dating Dave, So we went, and then we're like, "Let's go on some rides." Like, I've never been on the rides, right? So we go to this. It's a haunted one. So you sit in the thing and then move around a track, right? And then you go into the doors and then you just kind of sit in the track and you go around, right? Haunted. Great. Fine. So we go in, we get in, they open the door, they close the door, we start going. We're like, what the hell? There's lights on. We can see everything
Mm-hmm.
because the lights were on. We went through the whole haunted house and the lights were on.
Hilarious.
I'm like, we could see everything, like everything that was like supposed to be scary and where they were and everything. We're like, what the heck is this? I'm like, I don't remember if we told them anything. I don't know.
I've never been on any of the rides there.
That was my first time ever going on any other rides.
When I was younger, we didn't go because it was just a little bit too expensive for our family to get down there and to do the whole thing. So we didn't really go growing up. And then when I went as an older, like teenager and things like that, it was really, I think I only went once or twice with friends in high school. And then I've been a few times since then as an adult because the Canadian National Exhibition is around the concert theater, the outdoor concert theater, which used to be called the Molson Amphitheater, and now it's called Budweiser Stage because everything has to be sponsored by a beer company. And so if you are going to a concert there, you have to walk through the area where the CNE is being held. So you get CNE admission with your concert ticket. So I've walked through, and then also you can buy a ticket to the CNE and they do a whole bunch of concerts. So you don't have to buy tickets for the concert at the CNE stage. You just have to have a pass for the CNE. So, but it's always very crowded. It's a little bit, it's very interesting. It's an interesting crowd. It's a little bit expensive. The food is expensive, but there's like the carnival aspect, but then there also is like the farming aspect, like with butter sculptures and horse racing and stuff.
They have like the international people that come in and sell their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they still do that anymore. Again,
probably.
I haven't been in years.
CNE concert. What's the concert schedule for this year? This year's music.
I'd rather go to the amusement park. Roller coasters.
At the band shell. So this year at the band shell, we are getting Loverboy.
Never heard of it.
Chantel Kreviazik.
Never heard of her.
Moist.
I think I've heard of them.
July Talk. They're a Canadian band. Who else do I know here? Cold War Kids, Yukon Blonde, the Rural Alberta Advantage, Mariana's Trench.
Know her. Mariana Trench, isn't she a little bit up there to be playing at the?
Well, they do. They bring in people. The Darcys are playing. Julie Black will be there.
Don't know her.
The Commodores, the Trans Canada Highwaymen.
Okay.
So there's a whole section of stuff. Stars is playing at the CNE. So at the band shell. So yeah, they're all just free shows. You just have your CNE ticket and you show up and you can watch the show. So
just gotta know which ones you want to go to and which specific time you go for.
Yeah, there's one every night. So up until August 31st, because it goes from August 15th to September 1st.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people on here that I don't recognize, but that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, locals. Who knows?
Or just not music types that I am into. Like there's a DJ Anna and a Dr. J. I don't know who those people are. Probably. But yeah, so a lot of them are Canadian acts, and yeah, so it looks cool. And I mean, it's basically a free concert with your ticket if you're there at night. So
yeah, maybe people just go to just do that.
We saw the Proclaimers there one year because I would walk 5,000 miles. So the show started at 7:30 p.m. So they don't even start late.
On how long
they do a
go
set?
Till it closes,
like an hour,
right?
An hour and a half. No, they don't go right till, because CNE's open super late. They go for a couple hours.
Yeah, I haven't been there. I don't have no urges to go to the CNE, so I'm good.
And that's just the band shell. They have a beach bar stage. They have a casino patio.
Oh my gosh.
There's a country stage, the midway stage, there's a wine garden. Like there's all kinds of music going on.
You don't even have to go for all the other things. You can just go listen to
Oh,
music.
there's so many things. So many things.
And then they always have like these interesting food. Or one interesting food.
It always sounds like something that does not appeal to me.
Need to be together. Or edible.
Yeah, they come up with some very interesting things. So yeah, I only really go down there during CNE if I'm going to a concert.
There you go.
So it's usually just crowded and dirty.
Yes, and hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're selling Toronto, aren't we? You guys want to go?
I'm sure it's basically like a carnival. If you have a town that has a carnival that comes in for a weekend or a couple of weeks or whatever, that's basically all the CNE is, the Canadian National Exhibition. I like the farmy type stuff though. The animals and the horse jumping and things like that.
The dog show.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Super dogs.
Super pets. Super dogs. Yeah. So I don't know what you're talking about, Kim. You were talking about how amazing the Blue Jays were going. I was just here telling you it's far too early.
We went to movies and we went to CNE.
Yeah, I know, but you were saying like we weren't selling Toronto. You were selling Toronto. Toronto is apparently doing very well in baseball.
Yeah, if you're a baseball fan.
Go sports. Mm-hmm. So, well, Kim, did you want to talk about any games tonight?
Not really. We did. Okay. We talked about Teen Titans Go Scooby-Doo.
We did talk about that.
We got a board game in there.
We did. Absolutely. So, I think that's all we've got, though.
Yeah. That's all we got.
But it was nice to hang out and chat and just do something social.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to chat.
Mm-hmm. This week, tomorrow?
The day of this recording tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow of the day of this recording, because you're going to the Formula One movie.
Yes.
Instead of playing our regular DCC campaign, we are going to be doing a Star Wars role-playing game.
So are you like an actual Star Wars character?
Yeah.
Okay.
I made a Star Wars character. I made 2 of them. I made them ages ago, so I have to go pull them out and refresh them because we were going to run the game. Dennis is one of our players. He's going to run the game for Rob and I and Mike. And we were supposed to play with him like months ago, and something happened when you were away. And Mike was away, so it's just going to be the 2 of us. So we put our characters together, but then something happened and we couldn't end up playing. So we have the characters, so Dennis is going to run that adventure. So I have to go find my character sheets.
That should be interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to let you know how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So then we'll return to our regularly scheduled Dungeon Crawl Classics adventure when you return.
Yeah.
So and that's all I have for gaming.
Yeah. I mean, gaming-wise, we've been doing our Saturday thing usual, so...
yeah.
Trying to finish our Zombicide campaign. We got 2 more to go, but schedules and stuff, so we haven't been able to finish it yet. And then just filling in other games, and yeah. I still haven't dedicated myself to any solo gaming yet. I still tell to myself, just do one. Just sit down and do one.
I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, but then I'm like upstairs in bed. Then I'm like, I'm so lazy to go downstairs to the basement, go to my computer, set up a game, and I'm just like, I might as well just watch a movie or something.
Yeah.
But because then when you're like upstairs already and you're like kind of like ready lying down in bed, you kind of get tired already, right? So then you're like,
totally.
Oh, I don't want to go downstairs. So I kind of have to do it when I'm like active already, and then I haven't like just go downstairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cut the whole thing in the middle and I'll be fine. I'll be able to do it. But I do get the itch. Like if I haven't played in a while, I feel like I need to play, right?
Yeah. So. Cool. Well, hopefully it'll work out.
Well, I have a board game day with some other friends on Saturday.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have this recording 2 days from now. So we'll see what I play. I mean, we have a bunch of things to talk about next podcast.
Yeah. And we have to get Rob on to talk about SWU.
Yes. SWU. Is that the term
Star
for
Wars
it?
Unlimited. We call it SWOO.
Super.
SWOO. That's the short form. This weekend we are going to a pre-release for the new set.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. So we'll have lots of things to talk about when we come back.
Yeah.
In our next podcast. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Board games.
Well, I think that's all we have. So we hope you enjoyed this just chatting episode of craziness. And to Kim's prediction, I'm pretty sure we had multiple train wrecks in there. So our apologies and our thanks for hanging out, listening to us.
0.
I highly disagree.
Unless we talk sports wrong. I don't think we talk sports wrong, but maybe the pitch thing. I don't know. We'll find out.
Anyway, you can let us know if we had a train wreck or not, because apparently we were disagreeing on whether or not that happened. So your vote will count. You can let us know in all the usual places. So you can reach out to us on Discord. You can join our Discord channel, DM North TV, and go into the A Double Double and Dice podcast convo chat and chat provide your context in there. Let us know what sports you're watching. Let us know what movies you've seen. Tell us random stories about weird things in your town that maybe would not encourage people to go there. You can do all of those things in there. You can also add us on Discord. Kim is at SuperK and I am at JoStitch, JOCE Stitch. You can send us an email at triple-d-podcast@dm-north.com. You can go onto our website at dm-north.com and leave a comment on our episode post. You can find us on all the socials as DM North TV, and you can also follow Kim and Matt when they play board games on Saturday night on twitch.tv/DM North TV. Or if you're not up late to watch those, like I'm not, you can go over to youtube.com/DM North TV to watch the replay. So until next time, on A Double Double and Dice.